Ah, there we go. Okay. Hey guys. Yeah, it looks like it is working now. Let's do a thing, guys. Oh yeah, calm down. Let's go back into storyboard. I started making a little map. Alright, let's post this. And then I'm also gonna post on... When is the game gonna finish? Not sure if it is going to finish. Hey, Michid. Hey, Glenn. Mario. Mario. Sorry about that. Alright. I gotta just post this one more place. Paste. And start streaming. There we go. Cool. Alright, so I'm just going to take a look at this real quick. And then I'll be right there, guys. I might start a minute or two later. You guys can chill with me while I'm setting up the stream still, though. Internet's a little slow today. Yeah, Paul works. I like Paul. That's a good name for me, if I had to choose one. I'll be right back. I'm still setting something up. Alright, that didn't take too long. Alright, so yesterday we got a lot of Pengi RPG updates kind of planned out for the weekend, so a lot of cool things gonna be coming out on Monday, hopefully. And we have oh, I did a little bit more of the script also, which is nice. And I have a little bit of script I need to change, but we've got a little bit of extra script that I can work with right now. So let's see where I left off. This part here. We were gonna do some stick figures for the storyboard. So let's go ahead and do that. Make sure I got my right color. That looks pretty good. Alright, see you, Michi. Thanks for coming here for a little bit today. Alright, so she says, get back Nota, I'll defend you, up in this part. And then I have the whole choreography. Hey Malayan Tank, welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm gonna give myself a little bit more room, because this fight choreography might and definitely will take up the whole scene. There we go. So we'll start here. Adisa fires an arrow. I think we'll do a cool little perspective shot. So we'll just do stick figures. Sort of like what I've been doing. Actually, that's a little big. There we go. And then we've got her in her crouched. Actually, she'll extend the bow, and then this should actually come out like that. The bow would be a little bit longer. There we go. Alright, so then we'll have her shoot the arrow like that. The arrow will fly towards the camera and the camera will pull back. Actually, there we go. So what am I doing, Paul? Catch you up. Okay, cool. Storyboarding for the pilot episode. We did a lot of it yesterday. I did some writing yesterday. And now we're going to storyboard what I did in writing. So right now, I'm about to storyboard the choreography for a fight scene. So we've got the bow and the arrow. She fires the arrow. That down here. And then Kitna holds up her axe and deflects the arrow. Okay. Yeah, it's alright. Thief. They all deal the same amount of damage. Thief gives more coins, and then the Knight, Mage, and Archer are both counters to special defenses. Alright, so let's get back to this. Yeah, and the way I have the game set up is that damage is only dependent on if you're using a boost or how many viewers we have currently watching. So it's kind of like the more people we have watching, the better we'll do in the game. And then what was Kitna's expression here? Kind of like that. So she kind of takes her axe. Kind of like lazily holds it up in front of her face like this. Actually, it would be trying to do it in real life to see how that would look. Kind of like, I guess, kind of like down here. And then hold up the axe like that. And then dink. Need more viewers. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see. Alright. Adisa fires an arrow. Kitna holds up her axe to deflect it, so that's what we have here going on right now. Adisa fires another arrow, which Kitna dodges and begins advancing. So then we'll have a picture of Adisa's face, kind of like surprised, like. And then she gets her resolve back. Drink tea. It's a little less noble than drinking tea. It's definitely Taco Bell Baja Blast. She Gets her bow ready for another swing or charge. And then she pulls her arm back. Her arms kind of go down at the side like that. Okay. We'll put just a little note down here. Gets second arrow. Alright. And then we might just cut that off a little bit. Save room. Hey Paul, you have a question. What's up, Malayan Tank? While I start working on this next panel. Let's see. Adisa fires another arrow, which Kitna dodges and begins advancing. So she's winding back. And then I think what we'll do is have the little camera, like the arrow goes straight for the camera like that. And then the camera, which looks like that, goes up and around. And then you see the tail end of the arrow. Like that. I guess it would look more like this, huh? There's the A for Adisa, here's the K for Kitna. So you see the camera goes up and around, follows the arrow. And then you see Kitna kind of like okay, what was your question? What kind of animation is this gonna be? This is going to be here, I'll show you. Oop. 3D rigs. Got my 3D characters here. Here's Kitna with her axe. Then here's Adisa with her bow. So yeah, this is all going to be 3D animation. Nota, another character. She's kind of like playing in the background. Right now it's just a fight scene between Kitna and Adisa right now. Oops. Okay. Hit the wrong button. There we go. So she dodges to the side. Echidna. Okay. Disa fires an arrow, which Echidna dodges and then begins advancing. So then we'll have her kind of like, what's it called? Anticipation? Yeah. Meow. Oh, let me see. My phone's going crazy. I got a new private message, got a new audition, and for some reason I'm getting coffee ads. Just block all those. I don't... Oh, and I got a message about volunteering tonight. I gotta check this out real quick, guys, sorry. Let's see. Christmas build, we won't be doing Switch setup until late tonight. So you won't want to worry about it. If you want to help with Christmas build, we start at 6. Alright, cool. Hey Paul, how about you do a first-person view animation? It might be harder, but the results are awesome. In the future. I actually have a couple of first-person scenes. For example, one of these is first-person. Probably, yeah, over here. This is a first-person little clip right here. You don't see her arms or anything in this scene, but, you know. Better than nothing. Okay. Okay, so she starts running towards, advancing towards Adisa. And then... Adisa prepares another arrow while Nota flees. How about your idea, Malante? Yeah, I mean, I just told you about your idea. I said I already had a scene that was in a first-person animation, but my goal is character animation, so I guess having the characters on screen as much as possible would be, you know, something I'm good at. So I'd like to, you know, animate these characters as best as I can. Alright, so she's reaching for a new arrow, and then Kitna comes in. Kitna approaches her and knocks her bow down out of her hands with a heavy arm sweep. And with her axe-wielding arm, she winds up a swing towards Adisa. Let me read that again. Adisa prepares another arrow. Okay, we did that. While Nota flees. Yes, we got that. Kitna approaches her with an axe-wielding arm. Approaches her and knocks out her bow out of her hands with a heavy arm sweep. With her axe-wielding arm, she winds up and swings towards Adisa. Okay, cool. So we'll switch perspectives here. Oops. What time is it? It's 10:30 a.m. morning. I gotta make sure the arrow is in the right direction. Alright, so far that looks good. Probably should switch her around to the other direction. Face the left side, there we go. And then that Kitna comes in. With her mask on, and then there's the axe up here like that. Kind of shaped more like that. And then comes in with a Heavy arm sweep. Like that. Next clip. With her axe-wielding arm, she winds up for a swing towards Adisa. We can copy this, I think. And then we'll just rotate this a little bit like that. And then we'll go to Adisa's perspective. And then she just drops down. I haven't been doing much with the camera. I really should be doing more with the camera. There we go. So we have Adisa drop down here, and then I want her to kind of flap jump out of the way. Maybe we'll have the axe swing right over her head. Swing and a miss. Alright, swing and a miss, drop down, swing and a miss. And then go back to the side view. And then show Kitna kind of like leaning forward from her swing. Like that. I'll put this arm, this down here. And then Adisa kind of like crouching down here like this, with their wings closed. And then actually, should we have like the tips of the wings kind of showing? And then that way we can have the wings fully extended for this scene. And then have her wings come out like that, and then she goes maybe not that rotated, maybe something more like this, and then have maybe this arm isn't like that, maybe it's more like yeah, that looks a little better. It looks pretty good. And then when she drops down, she'll drop down, it'll be a close-up on her face. Getting close to the end, which is good because we only have one more row of actions left. I mean, I could always make more, but you know. That was weird. Accidentally closed the desktop, apparently. Got a new private message from Casting Call. Great. Oh, a new audition. Nice. Alright. So I'm trying to find the script again. Okay, here we go. Okay, Adisa squats and leaps backwards with a flap of her wings. There we go. And then falls into place. And she'll go kind of like relaxing, like safe at last kind of thing, like. And then suddenly and then we can fit this probably in here. Trim this corner off. Kitna in the background with her arm kind of out in front of her like that. So it'll be down like that. And then her back arm this is the left, and this is the right. And then we'll have the axe kind of coming in perspective style. Spinning like that. So that's supposed to be an arrow. There we go, that looks better. And then, let's see, Adisa recovers her footing to see an axe spinning and flying towards her. Okay, so we've got that. Adisa dodges the axe and slams into Kitna, who forces her backwards down to the ground. Gotta get my pronouns on point here. Adisa dodges the axe and slams into Kitna, who forces Adisa backwards and down to the ground. There we go. Oh, alright, never mind. Adisa dodges the axe and slams into Kitna. Should this be the other way around? I like it better from this angle. Okay, so the axe is flying towards Adisa. I know you're supposed to keep the camera in one angle. Oh, maybe that's just for slower scenes. Probably. I think for action scenes when the camera's moving all the time, I think that's okay to have it rotate around a little bit. So let's have... okay, how should we have her dodge the axe? We're almost done with this part, which is good. Does she dodge to the side? Does she dodge backwards? And then what camera angle should we do? Let's leave a little space for that, and then move on to the next one here, with Kitna slamming into her. Like this. Maybe a little bit more forward. Maybe it should be the other way. I don't know. Maybe. It looks a little better. And then we would just switch these arms over here. I think we'll move this over here. Actually, we'll just, yeah, take this. Show her arm kind of like hitting the leg. Hey Jesse. Alright. And then let's try to fit 4 in here. I think we can fit 4 more in here. So we'll have her kind of lift her leg up a little bit. And then maybe we could fit 6. Twist it a little bit so that her foot is almost towards the camera. I think we only need that, and then we'll go down here. Actually, we only need one more, so we'll just go down here. make another one with her blinking. And then opens her eyes. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. And then we got this last part that we did yesterday. Alright, cool. So let's check this out. So we've got the first page here. Okay, on our way to find a caravan. The culprit is the owner of this hair. Caravan that makes you responsible. Don't bring that up. You should be more careful, especially with this much responsibility. And then there's a cottage over in that clearing. Oh, fly, jump. Jump up to the treetop. And then she jumps. And then, so what do you see? No one is home, but dinner's ready. Falls out of the tree, pops out, and then jogs over to the thing. Stop, what if it's a trap? Ah! I did not see anyone, it is fine. She's looking in the window. Is the shipment in there? And she says, bleh, nothing is inside, just a bunch of pelts and skulls. That's weird. Who would collect a bunch of... And then, Nota, please finish your sentences so I can... And then there's Kitna. And then Nota, who's completely disproportioned here. Adisa comes in. Get back, Nota, I'll defend you. Alright, fires an arrow. Kitna blocks it with the arrow. Then we have all this choreography that we just did. Gets a second arrow and fires it again. Dodge animation and then start charging. Nota gets out of there, and Adisa's fumbling with her arrows to get another one. Kitna whacks the bow out of her hands, and then winds up for a swing. Adisa drops down, dodges the swing, and then jumps backwards. Collecting herself, she opens her eyes, sees the axe flying towards her. She dodges it by bending backwards, and then Kitna plunges into her. And then gets her on the ground. Adisa's arm is hitting her in the leg, and then Kitna lifts up her leg. Oops, I need a little arrow there. And then stomps down on her arm. Painful gasp, and then messy hair. Looking up at Kitna, and then Nota whacks Kitna in the head. And that is the end of the fight scene. Okay. I'm gonna stand up for a second, because apparently you're supposed to stand every 1 hour. It's healthy or something. So I'm just gonna stand up for a few seconds. Take a little drink of my juice. Stretch my legs out. Alright, so while I'm standing, I'm gonna read up on the next scene, which will be scene 4. So we'll get that ready for storyboarding, which I still technically have to finish writing. So only the first half of scene 4 is finished. Alright, so Kitna is knocked out. So this is from her perspective. So Kitna's starting to wake up. She finds herself tied up and on the ground. So she says, "The heck?" And she says, and then Adisa is aggressively interrogating her. She says, "This hair, is this yours?" I think Adisa should have a little bandage on her arm from where Kitna stomped on it. Actually, this whole sequence I'm thinking about changing. So let's just go into writing instead. So once this whole sequence is complete, then we can start storyboarding it. I'm gonna go up to the other screen. Excuse me. That was a hiccup. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we have Adisa. Kitna's waking up. Adisa says, "This hair, is this yours?" Alright, so Kitna's still groggy. She says, "It looks a bit long to be my hair." So Kitna says, "Yeah, and why was it you attacked us?" And then Kitna says aggressively, "What are you talking about? This is my place. I should be asking why you're snooping around my house." You're snooping around my house. Alright. Let's move this over here. And let's make Nota a little bit less friendly. Let's move this over here so it makes more sense. Let's check out that voice line while I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna mute the music real quick.
You really should be more careful, especially with this much responsibility. You really should be more careful, especially with this much responsibility. You really should be more careful, especially with this much responsibility. We've never been that way before. Could you point us in the right direction? We've never been that way before. Could you point us in the right direction? We've never been that way before. Could you point us in the right direction?
Aw, I had so much hope for her. It sounds a little weird. Looks like we've got another audition though, so that's good. And a message.
No one is home. But dinner's almost ready! No one is home.
Whoa. Way
but
too young.
Dinner is almost ready. No one is home. But dinner is almost ready! Yes, yes.
Oh, she sounds way too small.
And why was it that you attacked us?
Oh, she's real cute, but it's not working.
Yes, yes. And why was it that you attacked us? Yes, yes. And why was it that you attacked us? This hair! Is this yours? This hair! Is this yours? This hair! Is this yours?
It's too bad because she really wanted. She was really looking forward to that, and she has a good voice. I'll have to see if there's another character she can try out for. And then she says she just submitted them. Thanks for letting me know about the deadlines. Sounds a bit too close to frigid. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We have a lot of other good voices already. Oh, let's put the music back on. It sounds really small and young. I'm kind of going for like small and young, but I'm not going for, you know, childlike. I'm going more for like older teenaged, small teenager voice rather than, you know, little kid voice. Alright, well that's good. She got her auditions in. She got to try those out. Let's finish working on the script. Now I think what I'm going to do down here is do a little bit of brainstorming. Let's get another bullet set up. So I actually need to write a bit more for the story at this point. So let's just do some brain mapping, some ideas. What's it called when you put all your ideas down? Brainstorm, yeah. So let's do that, brainstorm. So Kitna leaves family because of kind of like the high peppy type? Yeah. I mean, she's definitely the comic relief and the optimistic one. So she's kind of like the yin to the yang. Okay, so for Kitna's motivations, she leaves her family because of the earthquake and doesn't want to deal with it. Disagreements? I guess sort of disagreements, more like just because she doesn't want to deal with the whole earthquake and everything. I don't know. And she's not that committed to her family at this point, so later on she gets a lot closer with her family and she becomes more attached to them and more caring of them. But for right now, she's kind of like, things are getting whack, I'm getting out of here, kind of ideal. Actually, let's put this into two categories. We have reasons to leave home, and then reasons to return. So now we have two situations that have to kind of synchronize. Let's just simplify that a little bit. The earthquake and doesn't want to deal with it. And then reasons to return. Our current reason is to act as a guide for Nota and Adisa. So another reason to leave home might be, yeah, disagreements with family. And then what kind of disagreements might they get into? Who should rule the kingdom next? Because she's part of the royal family, actually. So her father is the king, and her sister is the older princess, who would be the crown princess. So she would be next in line to the throne. So Kitna is kind of spunky and wild, and she doesn't really she thinks it's not fair or something like that. Maybe that's a good reason. Not too sure. I'm just brainstorming right now. Oh, excuse me. Right now I like the earthquake one the best, but maybe there's a disagreement because of the earthquake. So the earthquake strikes, and they lose all their wealth. And she leaves on bad terms. Yeah, she didn't want the responsibility. Maybe these two can combine together. So like the earthquake attacks or strikes, and then she's there initially, but she has like her doubts about how well everything's gonna turn out. And then because she's one of the princesses, she has to take on more responsibility. Yeah. So rather than being the princess of the land, she leaves the land and doesn't want to be princess anymore. Yeah, too much responsibility for her carefree attitude. Alright. Now let's get some reasons to return that are better than this current one. Acting as a guide for Nota and Adisa, which is what I have currently, and I think that's really cheap. That's a really cheap way to get her to go with them. So maybe... Yes, Sammy? I know, I see you, baby. Do you want me to bring your food in here so you can eat it in here? I might do that. Hey, Draw Laugh Pony. Meow. Sammy says hi too. Alright, so currently she is acting as a guide. But maybe there's a new temptation. Like, the stolen goods. Realizing her mistake, that's also a good idea. Maybe not so much, because I want her to still be on bad terms with her family when she returns. And then through the course of the series, she eventually, you know, learns to love them for who they are. But that's not at the beginning, and this is still the very beginning of the story. So maybe not realizing her mistake. I'm gonna keep that there, but I'm gonna like make it a little bit lighter. Maybe there's some sort of thing drawing her in there, drawing her to maybe revenge. Maybe there could be some sort of lure of revenge against the white hair person. Maybe she's new temptation. Hiding her reasons from the rest of the group. Could be blackmailed. What kind of blackmail would she have on her? Huh. She's kind of a hermit currently. So that's another idea I had. Like, is destroyed. Her house could be destroyed by like a falling rock or something. Or maybe one of the stray arrows catches the house on fire by hitting a lantern or something. So that would be a physical reason for her to relocate. Okay. I'm actually digging this house is destroyed option. Because then that would give her kind of like a, like a big reason to, be adamant about not being their guide. And then her house is like destroyed because of, maybe not because of the stray arrow, maybe the rock. So then as soon as her house is destroyed, she's like suddenly like, hey, I have nowhere to go. Let me come with you, I won't hurt you anymore. She like changes her tone completely to be like as passive and innocent as possible. That's pretty good. And maybe the falling rock hits the house because of something she did, and she has no reason to blame the other two for it. The falling rock could be like loose, and then when Kitna shouts, a loose rock falls. So kind of like avalanche logic. Or maybe it is an avalanche. Maybe it's just a bunch of snow that, or maybe even a couple of snowballs. Or maybe it is an actual avalanche. No, the earthquake would have taken place about a year ago from where the current story is. So she's been living on her own as a hermit for like a year, while the rest of her city or village is getting kind of like very poor and destitute. Alright, I kind of like the avalanche idea because there is a lot of snow in the area that they're going through currently. Nice. You got it. You got the boots. Boots. Sam, what you doing, baby? Alright, it looks like Sammy is eating some wires, so I gotta go take care of her real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I made it back alive. Sorry that took a pretty long time actually. I needed to make sure Sammy ate all her food or she would be back here in just a minute or two. So now that we've gotten that, is that actually changing the whole screen color? Oh, it is. That's neat. Darken the whole screen. Goodbye, screen. I knew thee well. That's kind of cool. I guess it is just an overlay, huh? Alright, cool. Get some penguins. Alright, so I think we're gonna go with the avalanche. Actually, I want to check for something real quick. I want to see if there's any new updates to my game I used to play. Cyber Monday sale, that was yesterday. Maple Leaf event, Mystic Turkey event, attendance event. Nothing. Nothing good. What about on the... Korean server? Got anything going on in Korea? Sorry guys, I just gotta check this out. Nope, nothing since early October. That's funny. Alright, I'll check that out after the stream. As far as to-do list, I've got all this Pengi RPG stuff that I was writing out. I've also got some Frigid stuff that I was thinking about. I might do some storyboarding for that. You guys still like Frigid, right? I figure I have her her character model. I could just make a few short things before Christmas. Christmas is on the 25th. So that's about, you know, exactly 23 days from now. If I do one of these a week, I could get 3 of them out. So once a week in January, just put out a very short Frigid animation. What do you think? Sound good? Or am I speaking to the... I'm preaching to the choir here. Everybody likes Frigid. Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do now is storyboard these Frigid shorts. And maybe even start working on one. Alright. I feel like I've neglected Frigid quite enough for now. Time to give her some attention. Alright. So I've got 4 ideas that I kind of listed out last night. I'll split this into a couple of different sections. Let me make that a little bit straighter. There we go. Maybe boom, 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 and one more. Oh, alright, so we've got some pretty evenly spaced dividers. So we'll put down ideas, open present. I think we'll save that one for the last week. Eat fruitcake. Make snowman. Drink cocoa. So yeah, that'll probably be in reverse order. Probably do the cocoa one first, and then snowman, fruitcake, and then present. Significantly more Christmassy as it gets closer to Christmas. So for the drinking cocoa one, that'll be really easy. I already have a cup, a 3D cup that I can use. Let's zoom up a little bit. So we got frigid. The goal is to do this pretty cheaply too. So just use one character, maybe a very simple 3D background, like in her house or something. Have it for about 1 minute. Just her kind of with her hooves. LPS sisters, welcome. Thanks for the sub. I hope you enjoy all the stuff that we're doing. Human stuff and pony stuff. Should it be a mug? Yeah, I think that looks better. Do a little Christmas mug with a little Christmas tree on the side. A little star at the top. Maybe some tinsel. You know, very Christmassy mug. Alright. Maybe... Actually, yeah, let's take this... Move that onto a new layer. So before she takes a sip of the cocoa, I might have her put some marshmallows in it. Like, one at a time, just to kind of draw it out. You know, it's just supposed to be a cute little thing that lasts a minute. So she has her cup. She's just kind of like looking at it, right? Just like we did for the other one. The other frame, I mean. Almost like a Garfield comic strip. Just the same thing over and over again. And people get away with it. No shame, no shame. Lots of famous people do the same technique. So she's got her little mug, I guess, over here. Kind of like just blankly staring at the camera. Might move this down just a little bit, right there. She looks down. Her mug. Maybe that'll be after this part where she looks down and drops some marshmallows into it. We'll do this maybe 3 times. Maybe make some bigger ones, big marshmallows, little plops. This is a big frigid, so we're gonna make her a little bit smaller. There we go. And then we've got a frame in between here. She goes down. Let's move this whole thing. This whole cycle will be repeated 3 times. Where she takes maybe there's 3 marshmallows, or maybe it's a bag of marshmallows, or a tray. Yeah. And then she just sips on it. Maybe it takes 3 sips. Very long, slow sips. And then smiles and goes, "That was good." She doesn't have to say anything for this. She's just kind of enjoying her hot cocoa. Yep, that could be nice. I bet we could do that today. The whole thing. Let's see, how many weeks are in? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I post one of them, if I post this Cocoa one on Saturday or Friday, yeah, I'll probably post it on Saturday. Then we can have 4 ready. If I do 1 a day, I'll have it done in a week. I'll have all of them done in a week. You know, just keep them simple. I know I try to outdo myself. So yeah, let's work on that. I think that'll be a cool, fun surprise for everybody. Switch up the monitors. Burp. Maybe she reaches off screen. Well, that would imply that she's not taking up the whole screen. something to think about. Something to think about. See if I still have any frigid stuff. I'm sure I do somewhere. AFDA. Frigid Drift AE rig. Here we go. Please load. Yep, it didn't work. Okay. So we'll close out of this. Gotta reload everything in. Good thing I have a shortcut for that. Alright, so I'll load this in. Gotta figure out where it was. Gotta reinstall it because it broke. See what's happening on YouTube today while that's installing. Nothing. Big ol' nothing's happening on YouTube today. Ah, there it is. Jack's Films. Take a look at that later. It's still installing, so I got another minute to waste. Come on, install. It shouldn't take that long. How do we do an installer? It's still installing. Nice. This is the longest it's ever taken. Oh, it's actually doing something. Oh, there it goes. I was like, I hope I don't jinx it. Alright. Alright. Oh, this is painfully slow today. Why? It's not like I have, you know, my CPU is not. My CPU is only at 20%. It's not like anything is happening at all. Okay. Well, at least it's coming up now. Hopefully. No. Open frigid. It looks like it's loading properly this time. Yay! Cool. That's a very cool. Wahoo! Wow! 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 Yeah, this was a cool rig that I did. I wish I had more uses for it though. Alright, so in my storyboard I have her just kind of like sitting with her hooves up. So let's make a makeshift table for her. This is her full body area, so let's make a new thing here. Oh, let's save this as and we'll just do this as frigid cocoa. Now we can make a new project thing. What was the resolution? I thought it was 1080p. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. It's a minute 18 seconds long. Let's drop frigid in here. Full render view. That looks fine. I'm not gonna complain about it. Alright, let's pop frigid up about waist high. Is she in the middle, or that doesn't tell me anything. That doesn't tell me anything either. Okay, there's the middle. Her nose isn't in the middle. But if I move her head, then her neck and her... Oh, that's the rotation. Here's the head position. There we go. That looks more appropriate. Oh, there's the boss. I don't think we're beating him today. Alright, and then I had kind of like a... Let's put this back down to third view. Oops, what'd I do? Didn't mean to do that. Let's put a very basic table right here, just up to her chest. Maybe even raise her up a little bit, like right there. That looks good. Maybe I should be putting that in the frigid layer so that I know where it is. Let's do that instead. Let's get this, make a new layer, put it all the way up here, like that. And let's make it slightly translucent while we're working on the legs and stuff, and then lock it. We can get her arm here, and her other arm up here. Now let's just take her wings off completely, because we don't need those right now. Is this an older version of her arm? No, it's just behind. Okay. So we'll need these front hooves here, like that. We can squish these ones up a little bit. Put this pretty much right here. Maybe move this out a little bit so that she's just resting her arms on this table here. A little bit more squished up like that. That's good. So it'll be default position. And instead of blank stare number 1, we're going to give her eyes a little bit more. Did I change her eyes, or were they always like this? I feel like I changed her eyes. I'm gonna go check this out. I guess I changed the new ones, but not these frigid ones. That's fine. Frigid can have simpler eyes. She looks cute like that. Alright, let's make her dilation a little bit larger. Like that. And then the eye position we will put down. Like right there. Maybe a little bit smaller than that. That's good. Let's get her head rotation, not that one, this one. And go like that, and then maybe move this one down just a tiny bit, like that. And we'll move her head back over just a tiny bit. And then instead of that goofy smile that we have, let's give her more of a kind of like just a content look. So we'll just lower her lips a tiny bit and maybe put the left one closer to the middle. Just like a little content smile, just kind of staring down. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is make the cup in 2D. That should be easier. So we'll just make a little mug here. Something like that. We'll put in another thing here. Let's solo this out so we can work on it in full size. And 100% view. There we go. Might make it a little bit taller. And drag this. Okay. Down just a little bit. There we go. And then inside this we'll add another shape, which will be like that. Shape 2 underneath shape 1, and then let's make it kind of like a dark gray, or kind of like a medium gray. Shape 1 will make a much lighter gray, kind of like a porcelain mug. It's like shape 2 needs a little bit of assistance. There we go. So there's the base of our little mug. It has a handle. So we'll add in a handle about right here. I think we'll add a little bit of shading to this. So we'll make this a gradient fill. There it is. So we just want to reverse that. So this is 100 and this will be 0. I wish I could see the gradient. I thought there was a way to do that. Start at 0x, 0y. And what's the start color? The start color is the good color. So we want this to be over here. This will be down here. And this should be down here. I don't know what's going on. I really wish there was an actual way to edit the gradient. That's sort of helpful. It kind of tells me that we want a rounder gradient. Yeah, something like that. That looks pretty good. Maybe we can also reduce the amount of gray, and maybe even bring this gray shade up a little bit. Oops, running out of processing power. Purge the RAM. There we go. Got it all back. Those gradients kill your CPU or your RAM. Yeah, that's fine. Little mug. And then we'll also put in a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree on the side to show how Christmas this mug is. This mug is so Christmas. I could die. There we go. I want to get that a little bit more parallel. Sam, I thought you ate already. Didn't you just eat a second ago, baby? Does that mean anything to you? Didn't think so. Alright, so I'm gonna change this color to green. A little dark green right there. I need to find a way to cut this off. Sam. There, that looks a little better. Now we just gotta find a way to mask it out. Sam, what you doing in there? Okay. Alright, I got an idea. Let's pre-comp this. Call it mug. Take your time, mug. Alright. Now we can make a new shape layer. And put that in there. Set this to multiply. And then make a double of this. Actually, first we want to animate this. So we want to get all of the paths. There we go. And we'll make it 1 second long. And we'll do the same thing for this, except we'll just move the position. That's fine. Alright, we don't need any easing on this either, so this is good. Let's go for this guy first. Gonna move him up a tiny little bit like that. This will come in, and this will come down like that. Look at that, little 3D mug action going on. And then we'll just do this and take this and move this tiny bit. And that's how you make a 3D mug in 2D space. So when she sips it, she'll just do that. Cool, right? And then what we'll do is we'll duplicate this and then make this a mask. There we go. So now the Christmas tree is always going to be behind here. And now what we have to do is actually move this Christmas tree up just a tiny bit more. Now it looks like it's actually moving accurately. And what we can do now is just kind of put some more details on the Christmas tree. Like a star. Or I think I just had a little circle in mine. That's fine. Actually, is there not a star? There is a star tool. That's really great. Easy mode. We'll put that right at the top. We'll just make it a tiny one. We'll make the inner radius a lot bigger. There we go. And then turn it green. I mean, it is green already. Turn it yellow. Yellow star at the top of the tree, right there. Boom. We'll add in a couple of circles for ornaments. Right here. Make that one blue. Purple. Yeah, red one down here. Maybe we'll move that blue one up and then add in a green, a bright green one. That looks obnoxious. Let's add another rectangle to that for the trunk. And we'll put that down here and make it brown. It says it's multiply. Maybe that's the problem? No. There's another problem. I don't know what it is though. Ah! You're set to multiply still. There we go. Maybe we can make that star a little bit bigger. That looks good. That's a Christmas mug. Maybe have it candy cane stripes on it, or is that asking for too much? I think we could do it. So what we need is just a stripe like this, make it red, pink, kind of like that. Rotate it, and then drag it into position. Maybe get the size a little bit thinner. We can duplicate that a couple times. Maybe that's too many stripes. And then shouldn't the... Okay, first of all, these need to be underneath here. Second of all, it should only be on this. That Christmas? Are we feeling Christmas? Alright, and then I guess we'll just duplicate this. Yeah. Just thinking about Christmas trees makes me sneeze. There. And then let's move these, let's move these over just a little bit so there's a little bit more to look at. That looks a little bit too much. Let's make these all a little lighter. I don't know. Maybe we don't need the stripes after all. Actually, yeah, that looks a little better. Just basic. Yeah, that's nice. That looks nice. So let's set this mug to a time remap and then get rid of the last frame. So now it's always going to be in the same frame. Also, we can purge the RAM one more time and get this out of full view. We only need a third. And then we'll just drop this right to where it's sitting on the table right here. Alright. So we've got little Frigid just kind of like bobbing her head. Maybe she's too angled over, so let's move her head over. A little bit more like looking down. We'll give it like 3 seconds and then have her look over here. To the marshmallows. Now, how is this framed? It's framed all right. I think we could move the whole thing over tiny bit. Okay. So now right in the middle here we want oh, that's way too slow. Okay, oops. First time animating. 1, 2, 3, and then probably by right about here she should already be in her next pose. Bend her head down a little bit. And blink the eyes. Gotta make this motion nice and smooth. So let's add on some interpolation. And let's start the blink right here, a frame earlier. There we go. And then right when she opens her eyes again, we're going to change the position of these pupils and maybe the dilation. Better to have more frames than fewer frames, I guess. So we'll have her looking over with both of her eyes. So let's get this eye over here, and this eye over here, and then both of them will be down a little bit more. So I guess there could be a bag of marshmallows. Whoa, there's a bird right in front of my screen. That was freaky. I think it landed on my screen right in front of my window. Alright. So about right here, we can have her start moving her arm. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. So same idea. We're going to make a bag, a 2D bag. It's slightly open, so let's do something that looks like this. Oh, that's on mug. Alright, undo that. Bag should be a little bit more closed. Something more like that. Let's turn this into a pre-comp. Just call it shape pre-comp. Can I rename it? Yeah. Marshmallow bag. So this will be the inside of the bag. We'll make that kind of dark. The outside here, make that like lighter, like that. And then we'll set another 1 second animation with the path. So we'll do this one first. This will be down, and then this will be kind of closed like that. And then this will be kind of like down. So when she sticks her hoof inside, it opens up. And then we can also take this, duplicate it, and get some little curved rectangles. Pure white. And let's... What? How do we... Here we go, roundness. Get that roundness lowered. There we go. We can move this over here. Maybe make a duplicate. Rotate it a little bit. Maybe one more. And one more. That looks good. And then the bag opens up. The marshmallows are inside. Let's make... Can I get all these to have a unique drop shadow? No, I guess I need multiple things. That's fine. So I'll just put another one up here, kind of like that. There, that looks sort of like a marshmallow bag. I might make the inside a little bit lighter. Or maybe just blue, I don't know. That's a little bit small, so what we'll do is, I guess, scale everything up. It sort of works. Make sure it still works. Not as much. This is nice HD. So what we'll need to do is move these marshmallows just positionally. Like that. Maybe just leave a little bit of empty space right there. Now we've got our little pile of marshmallows. I got a new private message and some auditions. Let's check that out. Let's save this real quick and then let's check that out. New chat messages, new auditions, Alright. There's Architect. Alright, so let's go back and close out of this. I got two new auditions that I haven't heard yet. Let's check them out, I guess. Should we check them out now? Yeah, let's check them out on stream. Might as well. Alright, it might be a little loud, so be careful, guys. Just a warning.
I won't bite, so could you untie me first? I won't bite, so could you untie me first? I won't bite, so could you untie me first? Shoot. I could just take you there if you like. Shoot. I could just take you there if you'd like. Shoot. I could just take you there if you'd like. Shoot. I could just take you there if you'd like.
Not super impressed. Let's see if they are a better nota.
You really should be more careful, especially with this much responsibility. You really should be more careful, especially with this much responsibility. You really should be more careful, especially with this much responsibility. We've never been that way before. Could you point us in the right direction? We've never been that way before. Could you point us in the right direction? We've never been that way before. Can you point us in the right direction?
A little bit older voice than I was kind of casting for. Yeah, young adult. That's probably more like a regular aged adult. So it was a nice go. It was a nice go. But I have a couple others that I have in mind already. If I was really floored by the performance, I'd probably consider adding them to my crew. Oh, and I got a thing. I got 2 messages. Nice. Let's put the music back on and check out these messages real quick. Let's check this out. Pilot episode looks fine. If you're curious, here's a list of clients. Alright, let's send them a reply real quick. What was I doing? Oh yeah, here. Replying to this. I think I'll just reply to them after the stream, which is only in like 2 minutes. So let's get... hey, Harry Sunshine. So yeah, let's take a look at where we are with this right now. I think what we'll do is add in a little... Okay, suddenly the marshmallow bag is super huge. Actually, I think that's the right size. So let's pop this right about here. Where's she looking? Let's put a time remap on this and get rid of that last frame. Boop. Alright, she's looking down here, so that's pretty much right where I want it. Maybe... see about these eyes. I feel like they should get exponent. Yes? Yeah? Are you sure? Okay, she's sure. I'm gonna go, I'm probably gonna end the stream now. Let's just turn the music off. That's getting weird. So I gotta go take care of Sammy anyway again. Yeah, she's really asking. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream to take care of her because it's 1 o'clock anyway. I will probably work on this a little bit after the stream just to get it done with, and then I'll post it on Saturday. I'll let you guys see what it looks like when it's finished. It's just gonna be a little simple thing, but yeah, it's pretty much mostly started and worked on. I want to see how far. Yeah, that goes to about the edge. That's actually a good frame right there. I might put an actual Christmas tree in the back. But yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. I'm gonna go, and I'll be back tomorrow morning so we can finish some more cool stuff up. Later, guys.